Hey everybody, we are back from DragonCon finally. And yes, that means we had a few days to, recoup and get over the energy you expend while you're there. It's not something you actively perceive in the moment except at certain times. But it was a good con this year. We did film one panel. We had other panels, but we filmed one. Vehicles that drove the 80s, and hopefully you'll be able to see that in a few weeks. The reason I say hopefully, just to give you that inside baseball that all of you at Patreon get to see, is that we received some fine print. Everybody received some fine print, not just us, that indicated that DragonCon didn't want their panels filmed. Now, we're assuming at this point that means celebrity panels that are already being filmed for DragonCon television and their YouTube channel, because there are no cameras nor interest in recording many of the panels that are on the fan programming tracks where we operate. We haven't had a problem with this in the last 5 DragonCons, so we're hoping that that's what they mean. But we're trying to get some clarification on that in the meantime, because we don't want to get into a spat with DragonCon that could jeopardize the existence of our channel for any reason. That being said, it was a good convention. It was very, very hot, as it is all around the world right now, unfortunately, at least the northern hemisphere of the planet. Costuming was good. I'm sure you've noticed by now that my hair is shorter. That is because I had grown my hair out for a costume that I was planning to wear at DragonCon, and that went over really well. Then after that, I had to get my hair cut again right afterwards, because I need my hair cut for a different reason, which will also be revealed within the next few weeks. I guess my hair literally has become a thing, and I didn't mean for it to be. So, upcoming videos, just to give you an idea. Hopefully, we'll be doing the DragonCon panel, vehicles that drove the 80s. And then after that, I'll be working on finishing up videos like Space Lego. I'm working on that right now, as a matter of fact. I'm working on the second restoration for the Defiant, second restoration chapter for the Defiant. We're going to be showing you the next step of the R2-D2 restoration. That has been a trial and tribulation trying to get that done right without making any mistakes, because the moment you make a mistake on that, you're kind of sunk, and when it's not your figure, pressure's on. So so you'll be seeing part 2 of that, and there's a number of other things coming up. I'm trying to think of what they are. I'm working on Inhumanoids, as I said. I started my research today on a video about Pride of the X-Men, of all things. I'm still working on Robotech Part 3, as you know. That probably won't be ready until October, but I want to let you know that I am working on it, taking a lot of notes in the background. And in the meantime, just trying to figure out what the next 6 months looks like for us, because, DragonCon, we're starting, like I said in the last morning message, we're starting to ask ourselves if DragonCon is worth doing. We have taken some more experience from that this year. We're leaning towards not doing DragonCon in the future, just to be honest with you, because we've been getting some great invitations to smaller events that we feel like we could support them, and they clearly want to support us. The smaller events, there's mutual assured benefits there for both the convention and the channel in question. They are excited and happy to promote channels like Retro Blasting as featured guests on their websites, for example. They announce it on social media, and we in turn announce that we'll be attending. my best con experience, as you saw, as a guest recently, was at North Carolina Toy Con. That was just a really good thing, experience for me. And I've agreed to go back next year. We've agreed to attend Retro Toy Con in Greenville, South Carolina in November. They want us at Toylanta this year as a guest, and we've decided to go back as a guest formally for Toylanta. I believe that's in March. And I'm hoping that I can also be a guest at Joe Fest this year if it works out. I've heard that they were happy with the video I did with the Chrome Conquest, so that was cool to find that out, because I would have gone back just as an attendee. It was such a good show. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I don't know if DragonCon is really going to be a part of that. They don't promote you as a guest despite your years and years of work, which I understand it's too big to do that on the website. They do put you in the guest list, but you're kind of buried in there. There's no... And then on top of that, because of all the restrictions and fine print and caveats and everything like that, it just seems less, plus all the work that goes into it. I'm seeing the benefit less and less every year. And so Melinda and I are having a lot of discussions with Tim and Aaron and the rest of the crew, trying to figure out what the best use of our time is. So just want to give you guys that insight. And right now I'm actually working on, of all things, a very informal video guide through my Captain America Marvel Legends collection. Somebody on Instagram had seen a photo I did and asked if I would do that. So I'm hoping that video will be online later today on the YouTube channel. Just to get back into the swing of things, I'm going to put that video... My phone just go off? I'm going to put that video directly on the YouTube channel as soon as it's done, to kind of get everybody back up to speed that, yes, Retro Blasting is back in the saddle and we're back from con and we're doing stuff. But you guys should expect here on Patreon a number of videos coming up very soon that won't go on the YouTube channel for a few days. So get ready, because you're about to drink from the fire hose, as they say, as we get back into production on stuff like we were the past few weeks. So I will see you guys later today, hopefully, on YouTube on the Captain America figure video, and get ready to see some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. First thing probably being Space Lego, or maybe the Defiant restoration, whichever comes first. All right, talk to you guys later.